good friends with Des.
Part of the group.
I've known you for so long, and we just want to say thank you for having us all here. We're having tons of fun, obviously. It's been a really good time. I did bullet points like Mark told me. I didn't write it out, so.
I did.
Oh. I'm going to have to just refer back to my dreams paper. So, but Desi, we really have been through so much, obviously, from high school to school and kids and jobs and life and adulthood. So it's just really great to finally see you here. So I really love you so much, and thank you for being such a good friend. And it's great to see you become this from what we were before. We have come a long way, let me just tell you. Both of us. So no, you really are a beautiful bride. It's been a great wedding, beautiful wedding, and a very deserved day for both of you guys. So I love you so much. I do want to tell you that a few weeks ago when we had Desiree's bridal shower, I actually learned the real story of her and Matt meeting. I had never known this after however 11 years or almost 12 years. I just learned it because all I knew when Des and Matt met, at this time we were just barely 20, so keep that in mind, but Desiree said, "Lo, I met this guy, he's like this English bartender and he's really cute." And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "But there's one problem." And I'm like, "Oh, what? What's the problem?" She's like, "He's really old." Like I said, we were only 20, so it's a little different. But anyway, so I was always a little intimidated of Matt. I kind of felt like, oh gosh, he's going to think I'm immature. Like, we didn't really hang out much. And then 3 or 4 years, whatever it was, passed. And Desiree's like, "Okay, Lo, I need you to like hang out with us because I think this might be the guy." So we planned this river trip, and it was just us three. And I want to tell you about this trip because this is a reason why I finally realized that Matt is perfect. Just perfect guy. So it started out, we were going to do this river trip, and we had everything packed. That was Des and I's job, and Matt worked all day, and so we packed everything. We cleaned the boat, we packed the suitcases, we packed the car, packed the ice chest for the ride there. I mean, everything. And so we're driving on the freeway. Matt had one job, by the way. Just remember that. One job. And I'll get to that later. So anyway, we're driving on the freeway, and Matt keeps looking out the window, and he's like, "There's something flying in the back." And me and Des are like, kind of like car drinking, and we're like, "Oh, it's fine. It's just crazy." And then he kept going on and on and on, and he kept going on and on. And I'm like, Matt, there's nothing. And in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this guy is so annoying. Like, just stop about this thing flying in the back. Well, he was right. The whole bimini of the boat was floating, like literally hanging by one thread. So we get to Havasu, and it's late at night, and we see this thing floating. It's broken. So we're like, oh, great, what are we going to do? There's nothing we can do. So we all go to bed. And the next day, we wake up, and the first thing he does is find someone to fix the bimini. And in the meantime, we all said, let's just take the boat out, and we'll just sit in the sun or whatever. So we pack up, and we get in the boat or whatever, and we go to launch. And the one thing Matt was supposed to bring was the boat keys. He did not. So we're sitting here on the boat ramp, trying to go into the river. No boat keys. And this is a boat he borrowed from his boss. That's probably from like 1985. So yeah, it's probably hard to find boat keys, but we did. We drove all the way back. We went to this thing, found boat keys, went, had a good time, yada yada. The next day, hung out with other people. The next day, we got the bimini fixed. It all got sewed, and by this time, Des was like, "Forget it." So me and Matt are trying to put up the bimini. And we're like putting it all together, all the stuff and everything. We finally get it up, and it's backwards. So we have to turn it all around. we get it all up, and we had a great. Needless to say, the trip was kind of crazy, but what it showed me was that Matt and Des, they worked together. They never got mad at each other. I mean, they never fought. They never blamed each other. It was fun. I mean, it's probably one of the funnest trips I've ever had. And so it just really, really, really showed me that Matt was the guy who's going to take care of my best friend. And it just really showed me that, you know, what a true relationship is working together and staying patient and staying kind and sticking together. So I just really wanted to tell that story. And to be honest, you guys have been together for just as long as me and Derek, so there's really no advice and no warnings. You know everything about each other. So Matt, I just wanted to say thank you. You've taken care of her and you loved her through everything. I mean, you guys have been through so much. Obviously, 3 like beautiful kids and many, many, many times. And so I just want to say thank you because she deserves the world for everything that she's been through and come out as this woman. So I really, really thank you. So if you guys could hold your glasses up, and I don't have one, but that's okay because I don't need one. But I do want to say cheers. Now I only have to address one name on an envelope. I've been doing that for a long time, many, many names. One name on an envelope. I want to cheers to everybody for being here and being their support, because it takes more than just 2 people to make a good relationship. It takes all of us. You all know that. And I just want to cheers to you guys because you've created a beautiful, beautiful life. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.